Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bedtime Stories. My name is Tracy and I am your host. Tonight we are reading chapter 10 and possibly 11 of I the Wizard by Daniel McKnight, the director of my short form improv troupe. Yes, I do improv. In fact, I did improv tonight. And thus, you can expect some extra theatricality out of Tracy, your host. Amy, fixing the angle a little bit because I'm gonna have a little bit better posture than what I had previously, and I need to put my knee up because it's been in a brace all day, and that's bracing. Anyway, so before we get started on chapters 10 and 11 tonight, I need to ask you a series of very serious queries. Have you already gone pee in the potty? Did you perform your dental hygiene? Have you brushed your teeth? Is your water, your hydration, next to the bed, your nocturnal hydration? It is very important that you stay hydrated through the night, hence the nocturnal hydration. And have you done your stretches? See, I have already done my stretches, just a little bit though, just a tiny bit. And I did that during a game of freeze in improv tonight. Somebody was in Up Dog, a really good stretch of Up Dog. And so I was like, oh, freeze. And so I took the Up Dog and I made it a Down Dog. And then somebody froze me. And I was like, dag nabbit, I was going to go through the whole sun salutation, but whatever. Whatever, it's fine. I've got a tiny bit of arnica on my arm, arnica gel, because it's excellent for bruising. And I discovered I have a small, mysterious, it's a mystery bruise. I don't know what it came from, but it's a bruise. We'll see if it goes away, or maybe I'm going to die. I don't know. I will eventually. We all do eventually. But I have it on good authority that it is like taking a shoe off that is 3 sizes too small, because we humans are actually compressed energy. We are souls having a human experience, not humans having a soul spiritual experience. We're all way bigger than our bodies. And that's why the making of more people is really weird when you think about it that way, because you're like, anyway, yes. So I'm very proud of you for having already taken care of all the things that you needed to take care of prior to your sleepy time. So since there's nothing else to do but like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell if you see, if you feel so inclined, if you feel called to do so, if you're enjoying this type of content, say yes. Then go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and get started on chapter 10 of part 1 of I the Wizard by Daniel McKnight. Hi, Dan. Chapter 10. We all went in and sat at the dining table. Vivian asked Petch if he had eaten, and when he said he hadn't, she busied herself getting him a plate. Petch, did you tell Lori where I am? I asked. Oh, yes, sir. I stopped there before I came here. Good man. What did she have to say? He looked toward Vivian and said in a low voice, I'd rather not say, sir, not in front of the lady. Enough said. Do you have any money? Money? Me, sir? No, not a coin. I kind of figured that, I said. This is what I want you to do. I'm going to give you some money. I want you to go into the village and get a room at the inn. Don't let anybody know that you know me or that you are a wizard. Sir, but what about... He started pulling and tugging at his robe. Ray left some ordinary clothes. Viv can fix you up. A dead man's clothes? He said with a shaky voice. Don't worry, they aren't haunted. Here you go, Vivian said, as she laid a plate of biscuits and fruit in front of him. I'll be right back with the tea. Why don't you want anyone to know I am a wizard? I want you to act like you're just another traveler. I need you to just need to be stay a while at the inn. I need you to just stay a while at the end. at the inn. Gracious, that's a typo. Dan, there's a typo here. I'm marking it for you. I hope this helps. Blend in if you can. Drink a couple of ales and talk to people. Yes, I went straight back to the story as soon as I marked the little typo. I love my Kindle Paperwhite, by the way. It's an older one. It's got the old USB, micro USB charger on there. But so it, like I said, it's an older one, but I love this thing. Oh my gosh. Kindle, Amazon, if you guys want to like throw your girls some money, maybe a new Paperwhite, that would be cool. But this one is great and it works fantastic. I actually bought this one refurbished years and years ago now. Anyway, drink a couple of ales and talk to people. I just want you to snoop around a bit. See if you can get people to tell you something they wouldn't tell me. I also want you to act as if you don't know me. If you ever see me in there, you don't know me. Do you understand? Right. Yes. I think I can do that, sir. When you finish breakfast, get dressed and head straight to Hannon's. Hannon's? That's the name of the inn. Now you can go look around. You can look around the village during the day, but make sure you hang around downstairs at the public house during the night. Buy some drinks for the locals. They like that. And it's a good way to gain their trust. It also has a way of loosening tongues. Right. Vivian came back in with a cup and a pot of tea. Before she sat down, she poured me a large cup. Petch, you look confused, I said. Well, sir, I am. What is it you want me to talk to people about? I mean, am I supposed to find out something specific? I put my elbows on the table and leaned my head against my hands. I'm trying to find out who killed Rhaenyra. I need you to see if you can get some information that I can't. Just see if you can turn the conversation to him. Oh, and that's the end of chapter 10. That was a very short chapter. So on we go to chapter 11, as expected. After getting Petch changed into Ray's old clothes, I got him ready with some money and I left. I didn't have too much confidence in him, but he might turn up something useful. This was also a good way to keep him busy, useful, and out from under my feet. I got started later than I wanted to, but the ride in the bright light of the day let me clear my head and get some much-needed thinking done. I had to try to figure out if anyone in town could be crazy enough to kill. You would figure that someone like that would be noticeable. I rode up to the church first and went in. The priest, Father Alders, was dusting the altar. He turned, saw me, and waved. Be down in just a minute. I slid into a pew and waited. He finished what he was doing and came to me. He walked with the confidence of a man who was in his element. There was also a physical power about him that I failed to notice the first time we met. Now, what can I do for you? He asked. Is this about Rhaenyra? Not quite. It's about Bayard. You can't think that he had anything. No, nothing like that. I just talked with him and think you might want to try to get someone to look in on him. I guess I should. As far as I know, he hasn't been seen since his wife passed. I figured he needed time to grieve. Well, he's grieving himself to death. I should have known, he sighed. He is a good man, but he lived for his wife. I should have gone out to him sooner. Well, when you go, you may want to take some sort of mask. It's a little pungent in his house. What is he doing here? What is he doing here? Came a shout from the back of the church. The priest and I turned at the same time to see a man, red-faced with rage, standing by the door. This is a sacrilege, Father, a sacrilege! How could you let him in here? Langhorn, you will keep your voice down in this church, Father Alder said. You should know better than to let his kind in here, Langhorn continued in a lower voice. The church council will hear about this. He is defiling this holy place. Everyone is welcome in here. I'll not turn away anyone. This is a place of peace. He works with demons, Langhorn said with a snarl. Langhorn, he has come here today on a mission of mercy. Those who work with demons wouldn't do such a thing. Pah! Langhorne spit and stormed out. As soon as I brag on this thing, it's all like, oh, I'm a dummy. I'm sorry, Father Alder said, turning to me. Some people just go too far in their beliefs. Yeah. Do you know if he and Rhaenyra ever met? It's probable. I don't see how they couldn't have. But if there had been some kind of trouble between them in a village of this size, there would have been some talk. I would have known. Yeah, maybe. I shrugged my shoulders. Well, I guess I'll be off. I left my horse at the church and walked over to Hannon's. The inside of the inn was empty, but still smelled of old, stale ale and wine. It was a scent that I had grown used to over the years. I even came to enjoy it. Hey, Bo, Yurt said, coming out of the back. Nice to see you. Get you something? Any hot food? You bet. The missus just made a pot of lamb stew. Sounds good. That and a pint. I sat down at the bar. Yurt put a full mug in front of me, and then disappeared into the back. He reappeared after a few minutes with a bowl of steaming stew and a chunk of bread. You heard anything interesting? I asked. Nah, been pretty quiet around here. I think the people are a little afraid to come in. After the way you handled Skeet the other night, I don't think anyone wants to meet up with you. Yeah, sorry about that, I said with a full mouth. I'll make it up to you. I did have this queer little guy check in for a room a little while ago, though. Really? What makes him so unusual? He just seems a bit off is all. His clothes are a little too big. He walked in here trying to act like he owned the place, but was scared at the same time. It was almost like the first time he had ever been in a public house, but didn't want anybody to know it. Took a room and been in there ever since. Well, that was Petch, all right. I think I would have known it was him, even if I hadn't seen him this morning. Master Vivex was right when he said that Petch lacked skills outside of the academy. I wondered how long I was to be saddled with him. I was, however, impressed with Yurt's insight. It was a bartender's gift, a talent that is honed after years of dealing with all types of people. Well, I guess you just can't figure people. Oh, I did hear that a group of them gatherers showed up in Sanquihar, Yurt said. Sanquihar? I don't know. I feel like I'm being punked on that town name. But anyway, let's move on. That's about a day's ride west of here, right? Yep, if you go around the forest. I figured you might want to know. And do, thanks. I gobbled down the rest of the stew and bread and took off back to Ray's. Figured I'd grab my stuff and start out as soon as I could to Sanquihar. Again, I was hoping that Viv wasn't in the house, but no such luck. Even with Lori at the store, I was used to coming and going as I please. Explaining things to a mother hen is not something I particularly like. Oh, good. You're home early, she said enthusiastically when she saw me. I can't stay long. I have to go to Sanquihar. What? Why? Gatherers. They showed up here. They showed up there. I want to see if they know anything about Ray. She suddenly went quiet and pale. Is that a problem? I asked. No, I was just wondering if it's my clan. If my Da is there. That's all. What's his name? If it's not your clan, I'll see if they've heard anything about yours. Oh, would you? I miss him so much. His name is Ravenstone. I heard he wasn't too thrilled about you leaving. Gatherers never leave. It's not their way. Then with a hint of surprise, she looked at me and asked, You don't think that my Da had anything to do with Ray's death, do you? I don't know. Maybe. Vivian took a step closer to me. No, he wouldn't. He might be a lot of things, but he's no murderer. Killers have all got to start somewhere. But maybe you're right. Could it be some other gatherer who didn't like the fact that you left? She came in close to me and put her head on my shoulder. Please, don't go, she said. Woohoo! I have no choice. I won't make too much trouble, I promise. Well, you be careful, she gently pushed away from me and said, I'll fix you some food for the road. And that's the end of chapter 11. It's not just for bankruptcies, it's also for books. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. And if they do, make sure you bite them back. They have no right to your blood or treasure. Good night. I love you.